we go. Maybe, maybe not. It's a little bit better. Why that skew didn't land on my foot? That'd hurt like hell. Get a few y'all in here and I'll get to cracking. There's one like, I'll take it. What up, my brother? How you doing? I plan on turning a massive load today. I got my camera mounted up on the ceiling so you get some cool overhead shots. I'm gonna do a little bit of a mail call. I got some stickers in the mail. And I'm gonna put these badass Thompson tools to the use today because I got a few blanks of walnut sawed out, nothing too crazy. I got some pins from some blanks from Beating Crazy Miss Francis. She sent me some super awesome, crazy perloid and crystal and glow in the dark blanks. I'm gonna run those like there's no tomorrow. Get a couple people in here. Actually, I just sit down. I gotta turn this fan on. Had to sweep the mountain of sawdust away from the bottom of my my lathe here so I could move things around. Trying to make it a little bit more viewable. Everything you see behind me is getting ready to leave. We're going to tear all this out. I'm going to put some lattice work up here. Oak bourbon glasses. Yep, I have. I've actually got an oak barn beam over there that I'm going to chop into. It's about 8 inches wide, 4.5, 5 inches thick. I'm going to chop it into squares, and I'm going to turn the oak glasses in there and char the inside of them. Something I've been wanting to do for a little bit, but I think I'm going to do it for the show that's coming up. What's up, Thunder Gouge? How you doing, Miss Heidi? So, let a couple more of y'all get in here, and I'll wait to show off the blanks and the stickers, because those are just crazy badass. But, rough cut walnut. Got a couple of cracks on the outside of it, but I think we're going to cut past those. We got this for one. Smaller one. This has got a more of a different grain orientation than that one. Then I got this one. We're going to do some wire wrapping and setting it beads and all that cool stuff. I think that'll be cool on those. I've already got a gigantic platter chopped up for tomorrow for the actual Sunday Spun Day. I'm within like, I think it's like 350 subs from hitting the 8K mark, which is a far-fetched goal, but I'm going to try to bash that out in the next day or so. 2 days would be great, like today and tomorrow. I think that's a good place for that one. So, my brother Ryan said he sent rockets. Shoot me a little love note in the mail. And gave me some of his new stickers. This one's by far my favorite. I like the old school, the retro style black and white. We're going to put it right here on top of the lathe, because from this angle, it'll be in eye shot at all times. Right on top of the motor head. And Mr. Tim's list. He sent me some stickers as well. I need to figure out where you guys are getting your stickers from, because the ones I get are all like forced child labor by the tech lab at the school. Tim's list is pretty cool. Little mustache man. Looked like he might have been in a few extracurricular movies. We'll throw it right up there with it. And now that we've got like 50 people in here, I'm not stupid crazy about views and stuff. We're going to throw Tim on top here. And I'm going to bust out this badass box from Miss Francis. And today we're going to be using the my Thompson gouges. Still feels kind of weird to say that. Put Tim right up here by some rockets. Tim does a lot for the channel too. Alright, so my phone just glitched. I don't know what that means, man. What was Ryan got going on? Yeah, sticker love. Yeah, Ryan's getting ready to do a rather large build, and he's going to do a gigantic ass announcement. I was hoping that he could have done his right around the same time that I done my my tool thing, but sometimes some certain things interject, fucking scheduling and all that. So, Miss Francis, being the absolute unit that she is, she sent me a bunch of these blanks. They're all crystalline, glow-in-the-dark, pearloid, and stuff like that. I've already chopped up 2 of them, an orange one and a purple one, because I'm a sucker for orange and purple. Might say something about my personality, big guy, man bun, and an affliction for purple. But she sent me... that one. These are like solid-ass blanks, too. This green one, it's got some purple and orange highlights in it that I can see. This one looks really cool when you can't see it from there, but when you get it up by the light, this one's kind of got this weird dragon scale patterning on top of it that I'm kind of digging. It's just kind of reminds me of like the Milky Way galaxy, so that'll definitely be a section for a pin. This one's got some really cool patterning up the top of it. Wait to see how that goes. And this one right here, it's also got the glow-in-the-dark in it. I can see green, red, orange, blue, purple. A lot of different colors in here. Really waiting to try this one out. We'll be turning some of those here in a little bit. Miss Francis also sent me a very touching card, because I've got some of the coolest viewers on the planet. And she sent me some of her badass stickers. Like, she probably got some of the coolest stickers that I've seen. And she runs a resin shop, which I can't do because I absolutely hate resin. It's more the pouring and the prep portion of the resin. Not super fond of it. We're going to plant Miss Francis right up here. Yeah, I can fit her up there and fit the whole sticker on there. Who cares about a warning label, right? Michael Jackson had some orange gems. Relax, it takes time to respond. Sorry about that. What's up, Miss Francis? I was just showing them your stuff. I am super stoked. Today, I will probably be turning this purple warlock. I already got it cut up. And then this crazy orange one. They're both going to be on fountain pens. Sucker for fountain pens. If you guys didn't see them on last time, gigantic Thompson skew, behemoth bowl gouge that I can't fit all in one frame. Round nose with the little cut over here in the corner, maybe like a Croatian turner that's pretty popular and influential. Big old spindle gouge. Detail spindle gouge. What's up, Bill Clancy? How's it going, brother? And then a legit, just round-nosed, non-asymmetrical scraper. This thing hogs wood. We used it in our short live the other day, which you guys pulled through like a bunch of G's on, man. I had like, it was like 96,000 people in right at an hour. All right, so I know that we're going to turn one of these big old blanks first of the walnut. Which one would y'all prefer? We got a couple smaller ones, and then we got an actual bowl blank. It's all rough cut stuff, so you never know what you might find inside of it, but I'm going to give it a hell of a crank. So you guys let me know what we're turning. Hello, I don't know what to type. Type whatever you want to, as long as it ain't nothing crazy. And then we're also going to do some something crazy. I got some copper wire out here that I done stripped down like a true Myth American. And we're going to do some copper detailing on the beads that I put on top of the bowls. So, y'all, let me know what I'm going to throw together real quick. Billy Shoop, if you're in here, this is shellac and boiled linseed oil. Just like the guy from RC thing, and you have told me it's here, it's ready to rock. I got the Johnson's paste wax over there. By God, today I'm putting the finish on something. Copper wire stolen from the neighbor. No, I didn't jack it from the neighbor's AC, and I had to go fix it again. It's my mother-in-law. We're still in the middle of a wicked nasty heat wave here. Today's the coolest day it's been in probably about, I don't know, week and a half, and it's like 93 degrees. So, we got this behemoth. I don't know, it's not technically a behemoth compared to some of the stuff we've been turning. We got these two. This one's a little bit smaller. What do I do? Do I fix stuff? No, I make stuff. I'm a woodworker and primarily a wood turner. I don't know. It's got its upsides. So, no one's going to answer. Facebook wants to monetize you now. Hell yeah, dude. Get on with it. We're going to start off with the bigger one. We'll work our way down once we get enough people in here to actually give Miss Francis the props that she deserves. We're going to turn a couple of these Warlockian pins. Get the worm screw on this here thing right here. Drop my phone yet again. That's getting old. Sorry, y'all. There we go. So, we're going to kind of be finangled right there for a minute. And once again, I came out in the shop and touched the lathe, which must be forbidden in some kind of like part of the universe because the clouds have started to roll in. And I'm pretty sure I just heard. So, this is not nearly as big as the other ones that I've done, but it's still a fairly good size. The one tomorrow will be much bigger, I assure you. I got some paste wax now, so I'm probably, if Keith messages me, I'll be giving him like a crash course on sharpening his stuff. And then, after everything's said and done, I'm going to give the lathe an old 2000 grit sanding on the bed and good old Johnson's paste wax waxing. So let me get my apron on. We're going to wear the light apron today because it's about 6 billion degrees in here. Stick with me for a minute, y'all. Look like I walked out of a damn butchery shop. Sup, Runic? If you're in here, you're not liking and subscribed yet, please do so. Helps the channel out tremendously. And I'm hoping that this isn't too wild with the few breaks and stuff that I could see on the surface. I don't think they go all the way through. But we should be able to get her taken care of fairly quick. So this is walnut, and I can already feel my arm starting to turn black from the tannins in it. I promise you I don't have any kind of weird disease or anything that I know of. But something about the tannins in the walnut, cherry makes me do it too. It makes my skin, especially on the outside of my hand and on my forearms, turn black where the dust settles. Pick the speed up a little bit. I'm feeling comfortable with it. That's why when it flies off and bashes me in the face. I'm going to take this time to say, ow, motherfucker, that's not what I wanted to say. If you guys aren't subscribed to the other channels, please do so. There's a lot of phenomenal turners and a lot of up and turning turners that like come in here, and they're legit good people. Man, I'm glad that shard that flew off there popped my finger and not my like neck meat. So we're gonna get this round. I don't know exactly what shape we're going with this. Still got to shore up the bottom and everything, but once we get to the point where we can start, contemplating a design, I'll need your input on it. That's a rounding cut with a bowl gouge, man. This thing is a monster. Super time efficient too, I'll say that. What's up, Caleb? What's up, Trevor? How's it going, man? Yeah, so that's doing work. And I still haven't really sharpened these from the other day. So I'm pretty tickled with them. Last time this was a catastrophe right here. We can bring this in over just a little bit. I've been working on trying to keep my tool rest as close as possible. Bring the speed up to 1450. Yeah, why not? Actually, that was about 1650. I'm sorry. We're cruising about 1400 now. I don't know if we're square. We're awful damn close if we're not. A little flat spot there, a little flat spot there. They'll be going this pass, and then we'll get the flatten off the bottom and shaping it. Shaping it. So we're around. Got a little bit of a bark inclusion right there. That odd character, I guess, if it stays in there. Flip this heifer around here so I can start working on this bottom that is just outlandishly out of round. Okay, at least we're down to where it's fairly workable now. We don't have to like be as crazy with shoring everything up. Let's flatten her out a little bit. So we're around. Let's give the bottom of this some attention. Before we start hopping this thing off here, give it a couple passes real quick just to make sure she's where I want her, relatively. Do have some cracks over here that are starting to worry me. I kind of thought they were superficial. Not so much. You know, I've still got a lot of shaping to do on this, and they might go away. They might not. If they get bigger, they might get filled with resin, because that's the only thing that I can successfully do with resin and not make it look like a bag of hammered dog shit. This side's pretty good. It's just on that side. That's the piece that was closest to the pith. Y'all can see that. Spin that. We're going to come in with our spindle gouge, probably. Shore this up a little bit. I'm going to cut a tenon, and then I'm going to use my knot refiner to dumb the bottom of this a little bit and all that cool stuff. Don't do it like that. Bring this up just a wee bit. Okay. This isn't a huge big bowl, so we're going to keep it on these jaws. That's where the inset of our tenon's going to be. Before I put the tenon in that, I'm going to flip this around and then I'm going to shotgun it around the side and try to maybe chase the bevel on that a little bit. I'm still kind of learning my way around these tools, and I really like them, but there is a learning curve with these bigger ones. Better. Kind of lost it there at the end, but oh well. Alright, so I'm thinking that the bottom of it oh, thanks for stopping by, man. Think the bottom of it We're going to round this off just a little bit more, but the top of it is going to be drastically tapered. And I don't know how deep this inclusion is going to go. I don't think it's going to go super deep. But I want to put the copper bead right around here somewhere on a rose-up bead just to amplify what's going on. Maybe do some texturing around it. So we're going to try that. Bead's gonna go probably right there. Okay, and then I'd say from probably about right. Bead right about there, and then from here we're going to start bringing her in. I think it's about time to sharpen him for the first time. Okay, so we're going to round off that bead just a little bit. Not like that. Establish a good line on each side of the bead. Okay, see exactly what we got. I got a gouge right there from my my little skew. We're gonna have to take care of that, probably. Well, I'll take care of a little bit of it because I've actually got the wire that goes on that bead. Still in. Okay, I am noticing as I look down on it, this bottom part meets this bead is just a tad bit more lower and makes it look a little bit more crisp than right here. So we're going to shore that up a little bit. I don't want to lose any more size up here, but I do want to feather that in there. No Benjamin's best. No matter how expensive the tools get, I just can't get away from you guys. Necessarily want to do something like a captive bead around or a captive ring around the outside of this. Alright, there's that. Still got to cut a tenon in the bottom of it. We're going to set our copper wire. We're going to cut a channel. We're going to put that all the way around this. We're going to inset it in there. We're going to cove the bead on both sides, or inside and outside, so it looks like there's a deliberate copper wood bead right there. And then we're going to cut the tenon in here and flip this thing. I believe I'm going to use my narrow. It's actually too thick for that. Where's my good one at? I think that is pronounced pretty good and deep enough to where it'll set just on there like a little stacked bead. Yeah, it will. Cool. So let's get these tools off of my Thompson tools before I scratch out my handles and you guys see me lose my shit on a live stream. We're gonna get our drill and we are going to tap 2 holes. I want to do it somewhere where it doesn't have like a focal point or something. That's kind of got grain there. That's got that grain there. That's got all the cracks and splits in it, which it's got a lot going on there. That's got that, which obviously isn't going to leave. We'll probably set our copper settings right here in this. Let me get my drill. Ow. And then whenever we sand this, we'll get a really cool shine. I got small ones. I'll do the small ones right there. Start off with them. I got a friction fit going in. I've got a little bit of a harder time coming out. Set you right there. Oh, she's snug. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We're gonna come right beside it. I'm gonna give her another one right there. Wait for me, wasp, you son of a bitch. Jeff's mallet. This would probably help us a little bit with adherence. Cool. So that's our inset copper bead. As soon as it dries a little bit, we're going to turn it on. We're going to turn it down. We're actually going to sand this up here so I can see exactly what it looks like. And that way I can also make sure that this thing doesn't fly off like a chrome or a copper bullwhip and beat the brakes off of me. If you guys haven't yet, please like and subscribe. Kind of helps the channel out, all that cool stuff like that. I'll go to answering comments and stuff like that here in just a second. I'm not ignoring y'all. Just the first one of these I've done. And the fact that I even got those two little pieces of copper to set in that hole kind of impresses me a little bit about myself. Okay. Check some comments here. Merchant, you in here? You did. Merchant was turning a pretty ass bowl today. If I hadn't told everybody I know that I would be live today, I would probably still be in there watching him. I can watch a Merchant turn and I can zone out. And usually, if I'm in someone's chat, the shoops are proof. It's like 1,010,000 different names for a butt plug or something like that, and just being a smart ass. Jeff's kind of the same way. If I watch Jeff, I totally just like I shut up and I watch, and it like throws me off a little bit. So we'll give this a sec dry off. That's sealed in there pretty good. It's anchored over here pretty good. And then we are going to sand this behemoth. What do I got over here already? Do I got some? That's 320. I want to give that copper a good shine, along with the initial sanding. 180, by God. So let's bring y'all back down here and see what the hell's going on. I know it looks like hammered dog dookie right now. I'll move the camera over here in a second when we start the hollowing process and all that. But copper's shining up, by God. So I watched Heidi shoot the other day do a undercut on a plywood bowl, and she done it like a boss. I'm not even gonna beat around the bush. It was in proportion and everything. Like, she done a legit job on it. I know that's that knot right there that I keep rubbing with my finger, but it's still annoying the hell out of me, and I'm sorry. Copper shining up. That's a plus. Okay, so before we get all crazy with this, we're gonna cut the tenon into the back of it. Sorry, the mortise into the back of it. Every time I do a tenon, I end up picking my piece up off the floor 3 or 4 times. Over there. Over there. Pop the lock on this heifer. Bring her back now. Big bow gouge. Big bow gouge. at this point I should probably bring you guys over here so you can see what I'm doing. The OG Whack-A-Shack angle, you know? So, just gonna do a little bit of a detail on the bottom. Nothing, anything like extravagant. Just gonna let them know that we kind of hung out there for a little bit, checking stuff out. Probably going to code that, and then for that center, okay, we'll bring in my little skew and kind of give that the dovetail on there. Okay, so we got this little bead here. We're gonna put one right there too. I got the coving tool. Not nothing crazy, just enough to let them know that we was at the house. Check out our tenon. We'll have to pronounce that a little bit more. It's not exactly where I wanted it. Go. Mortise is a little bit deeper than what I normally do, but I wanted it to set in further than the coving part I done so it doesn't cause any weak points on it. Just got really tired of picking my pieces up off the floor whenever the tenons would fell there for a little bit. Okay. Bring you guys back over here. You can see what's going on here. Of course, we still need to sand all the glue and everything out of here, and we'll get to that, I promise. But this bead right here on each side of the copper wire, I think that it honestly needs just a little bit of detail in it to bring your eye into it. That way your eye is not subconsciously looking for that seam where the copper joints meet. I don't know. I could be talking out of my ass, but if I seen a copper band around something, I'd probably be trying to figure out where exactly the hell it meets up and where it starts and ends. Okay, so we're going to turn on and turn down. Yep, just little itty bitty lines all the way around it, just to accent that a little bit. I'm cool with that. Hartford Tool, thank you so much for that. Glad you and your son's doing better. I don't know if you guys can see the itty bitty lines on that. So I do not like the fact that crack is there, but we're gonna give her hell and see what happens. She might just snatch off. I did give us about a half inch of leeway room up here at the top in case it gets wild. But hopefully she don't. Keep telling myself that I should probably take a scraper to the outside of this and see if that picks up any of those glue marks, but I don't know if it's going to or not. Little bit, not a whole lot, but it's working. I'm cool with that. Heidi, you ain't gotta say all that, honey. Alright, so take this thing off here, flip it, shore up the front part of this, make it look respectable like, and then turn it into a bowl. Whenever I get this off here, I'll show you the little jimping marks around that copper bead. They actually look pretty cool. Like we sort of have an idea what we're doing. Just itty bitty details. So I sweeped up the giant mountain of sawdust underneath my lathe station today. Some of you guys might be happy to know that. Hell, I don't know. Some of you guys might be kind of mad to know that. Take this in just a little bit. Got something going on here. Pretty sure that solved the conundrum. There we go. So we're not bouncing until we get up here, and then that shit is sketchy. Marple's Tools. I ain't have no company, man. Y'all my company. You sit right there. You stay on there. We're going to shore this up. It's probably going to cove up a little bit more. Oh, well. Now, what I do not know is how this copper wire is going to react when we get to cranking her. So, it's going to be a learning curve for everybody, I reckon. Bertha. No sense in doing something if you ain't gonna do it right. Real delicate cut going back into that. I don't want to run into that bead. Nothing like that. Alright, let's start working on the front of this. Make sure this isn't too crazy on the outsides. Not too bad. We'll come back in here with one pass once we shore off the front and see exactly what our depth is. And our width. Hell with it. Back this off here. I'll move you guys over here. We're going to start hollowing on it. See what the hell happens. We didn't get to where we were by being scared and shit, right? Woo! I sneezed it. that? Ow. Tool rest or tailstock was in the way. Caused me some chaos there. I don't like that. Not a stab, it's just a moving your hips, man. God bless me. What did I do? What's up, Bailey? What's up, Plywood? Runic's still in here. Oh, yeah? 113 likes. I will take it. I won't ever complain about like numbers or view numbers. All right, one thing that I am going to bust out, and I've taken a very, very strange liking to this tool. And whenever I first got them, I didn't know exactly how I was going to feel about them because I don't use a lot of carbides. You guys know that. But, like, I've got some love for these next couple of tools, and I really haven't got to use this one yet. So I'm waiting to see how it works out. This is the Hunter Tool Systems. This is their Viceroy. This is supposed to be able to be like, wow, I'd waller all this out. So, never used it before. I'm going to turn the speed down a little bit and kind of see what gets going on here. I'm going to bring that up to where it's at center. It don't play. It don't play. Okay, that's the Viceroy. The Viceroy does work. This is the separator, and it's for apparently doing that. No, it's actually for undercutting at a slower speed. Those are both very, very nice tools, and I'll be using them again here in a second. I do want to see what kind of inside that left on those. Very nice. Okay, so Our wall's a little thicker than what we normally would do. It is what it is. Fade that into there. Cool. See what the lip of this looks like. And them cracks ain't going nowhere, are they? Hopefully they don't go out that way. Alright, so turn the speed up a little bit. I'm going to start hollowing this down so I can get there and work a little bit more. Got in here. What tool was what again, man? I'm sorry, I wasn't ignoring you, brother. I was looking the other way. This one or the little these, the hunter tools. This is the Hunter Tool Systems Viceroy, and this is the Hunter Tool Systems Separator. I really, really like these tools. And these are Thompson tools. This is a 3/4 inch bowl gouge. It's a 20 inch handle with 4 ounces of extra lead shot in the end cap down here to counterweight it. Okay, so we're going to bring this, we're going to clean all this wood shavings off here. Somebody's chickens are going to be happy. So we're just about to where the bead's at. So once we get to that point, we've got to start coving back inward. Unplug this for just a second, so when I'm swinging my gouge over here, I'm not hitting the wire and moving you guys. I think it's just about time that we get the curved rest in here so we can get back in here. We got a lot of wood moving around a very small axis point. So that might give us just a little bit more stability on that. Or we can just say the hell with it. Use this thing. Which is probably what's going to happen. It lets me kind of get in there a little bit. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to get this situated in there. I'm going to grab the light, because that might help you guys see a little bit of what's going on in there. I don't know, maybe not. We're going to give her a hell of a shot, though. Now, we're going to come over here with our flat stock carbide tools from Hunter, the Viceroy, and the stabilizer. And then we're going to start working on the inside of this. That way we can use this whole width of this tool stock or tailstock tool rest on the banjo as a little bit of a better, more squared off work platform. Yeah, that's all the words that I was wanting to say. Just too bad I couldn't put them in a sentence like a normal person. Do that for a minute. You chill out right there for a minute. You chill out there. You gonna bump anything important? I don't think so. Alright, we're gonna start off with this big behemoth here because that's the one I'm still trying to get used to. No other reason than that. Okay, that worked pretty good on the flat wrist. I mean, I only got one catch that time, which is better than what I usually get. See what we can do with. Move this out of the way for us. Smack it off with something heavy. Turn our speed down a lot. Ah, shit, didn't want to do that. Okay, full wrist. Now, I will say that with the hunter tools, there is a bit of a learning curve. And, I mean, once you kind of like figure it out, like I'm still trying to figure it out, but you know, once you figure it out, it's actually, that's a wood moving fool. So, I'm liking those a lot. I use that to, anyways, I like them because I can use that to hog out a good bit of wood so I can get down here and do the stuff that I'm really wanting to work on. Still can't believe I've only sharpened this gouge once this entire bowl. Really wish that the ball team would stop messaging me. Oh shit, that was a gnarly catch, boys. How bad did Daddy screw her up there? Right there, I dug too deep with the nose. Icarus syndrome. Got a little overzealous, got too comfortable. Luckily, we didn't blow the bowl apart. So, right there, where I caught that gnarly catch, that was made the butthole slam shut. You know, stuff like that. I'm gonna put a fresh edge on this. And as I go, I'm trying to extend my wings out a little bit. I did put the undercut bevel on this just to make it a little bit easier on a dude. Make sure everything is tight before we finish this off, because I don't want to come back and have to work on it 10 different times. Once again, I have set my damn lathe key down like a moron, and I'm going to have to hunt it down again. I'll get to it in a minute. I'm telling you right now, I ain't even in the mood to play today. Alright, so definitely got to work down here on the bottom of this a little bit, but we are down below the bead now, so I'll take that as a win, kinda. You guys are attacking the sycamore again? Heard a lot of stories about the sycamore. Alright, so walls aren't super thick up here. I think they're thick enough to make these cracks not be like substantially dangerous at the moment. We're still going to hit it with some CA, but we need to take this down about another 1/4 inch in the bottom if I'm going to compensate for the tenon that I put on it. Sorry, the mortise that I put on it, as well as the curvature. salty son of a bitch. That hit my feet. Kind of jealous of you guys because you guys got turning clubs and stuff like that. A 12-inch. I've got some simple wood turning tools, and I mean, they're not bad tools. They scare the hell out of me sometimes, I ain't gonna lie. But they're not really bad tools at all. I got their gigantic scraper and okay, you're not working for pissing me off. I'm end up breaking something, digging off, and not doing the job. So let's bring this down just a little bit, run a bead down the inside of this thing, and take care of the bottom. Done it this far with mainly traditional gouges. You're in my way. Set you down there. You guys are kind of in my way. Remember when we all used to turn little bowls and stuff, and we thought we were badasses? And then we all started turning bigger bowls, and then we got humbled real quick. It's kind of where I'm at. The wall feels better on the inside. Run that beat all the way in. Cool. She's undercut. She got bead on the outside of her. Take this big behemoth of a tool we got on the inside here for scraping. Seeing as how my light wants to be a pain in the ass, I'll pick it up off the floor. You know, gotta let them know who's boss. And then we're going to this is squared off on the side here, we need to raise our tool rest up just probably like 1/8 of an inch maybe. That way, where this is coming around, it's only riding on that edge, it's not catching the bottom edge. Should give us a smoother cut. Like that. The only dilemma about closed rim bowls is they're closed rim. They're meant to keep stuff inside, including your shavings. Fun fact, as a woodworker, it's almost a sin to say this, I'm not very fond of walnut. As I say, need a new lathe before I can tackle bowls again. I kind of sort of do little ones. My motor's not strong enough. Dude, get you one of these Fine by Tool FL21s, man. 1221s. They're great lathes. I beat the hell out of mine for a little over a year. Alright, we need to round out or take care of the bottom of this a little bit. Might have got a little squirrely with the Benjamin's best there. We'll get the I'm not trying to go super deep there. Just trying to put a uniform across the bottom. Trying my damnedest not to become president, founder, and member of the funnel club here. Let's see what we look like. Got a little bit of stuff going on right there. I want to get rid of that. But other than that, that's not too crazy. Thank you, Miss Francis. Damn it. Alright, we're undercut. That is brighter than hell. Alright, so we need to sand this thing. Where's my Bojanko ass sanding pad at? Where's the big one? There's the big one. We need the big one right off the rip. Give me the big one. That bearing on there sounds like it's getting ready to take flight, dude. Thanks for stopping by and checking it out. Hi back, man. Dude, I get lucky. I get a lot of people watching my lives. I don't view myself as being any better than anybody else, man. It was like a year and a half ago. I was on a lathe that was put together with like lawnmower parts called the Franken lathe, and Ryan was sitting Indian style on his floor, and we were just bashing shit out, dude. We had no idea what we were doing. And we hooked up with Jeff from 2 Minute Tip for Wood Turners, and it was in the history books after that, bro. I'm pretty sure. Damn, that's shit with 120. I'm pretty sure that for the first 6 months that I turned, maybe longer, people literally just watched my show to see if I was gonna get hurt. Rips for Jesus. Now, one thing I am going to get, hopefully in the very near future, is I want to get one of those 90-degree close angle or close quarters sanders, man, like Jeff and a bunch of you guys have. Those things are legit. Got a little bit more sanding to go down here. The CA has stained the walnut. That tends to happen. And guess what? It's getting ready to do it again because I got to put some glue in here. I don't want to sand off my details that are riding on my my bead separator right here. Don't want to do that. But I am going to hit this with just a little bit higher grit. Take out any kind of imperfections, a little more stuff like that. So I had to take my boy to urgent care today. First week of school, man. Comes home the first day, got a fever. Breaks the fever, feels great, goes to school the next day, golden. Comes home for the weekend, crazy ass fever and a sore throat. Take him to the doctor urgent care today, and they're like, oh yeah, he's got strep. Give that a little love, round that off. What's up, Banners? You just missed the sandpaper flying out of my hand. I know that's what gets your rocks off, buddy. What's up, Jeff? Jeff from 2 Minute Tips for Woodturners. I'm just now catching up on the comments. I am so sorry. I'm a piece of crap. Okay, so I still got texturing around that. I don't think that is going to come out of there as much as I try. I don't think it's going to come out. Later, Alex. Thanks for stopping by, man. It means a lot. Really appreciate it. If you guys haven't, please like, subscribe, help the channel out. Trying to hit 8K. Swear it's harder than it sounds. All right. Turn that off. Let me get a fairly clean paper towel. We'll wipe this off. Brushes. So, you guys haven't watched the Shoop Switch Shop yet. They're both assholes and they make butt plugs. They're not assholes. And they didn't make a butt plug. I just named it that and then about 5,200 other things in their stream. But, both really good people. They've been turning for a little over a year. And, I watch their stuff every chance I get. But if you want to see a man put an absolute shine on a bowl, take notes from Billy Shoot. He's got that shit down to a pad. Thinking he does some kind of dirtbag. No. So I've been watching for a while. I've got the Johnson's Paste Wax. I've got the Green Scotch Brite. I've got the grits. I've got a freshly made today shellac and oil. I really want to put a Billy Shoop shine in this. I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm not going to raise 9 pounds of hell if it don't. But by God, I'm going to attempt it. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. How about that? Yeah, that's how we're going with it. Take this piece of flannel. This will forever now be... What, my face, you whore? That will be my my Johnson's rag. How about that? feel like I'm playing in hummus and baby shit. Pain in the ass to get down that little detail line, but we're gonna do her. I'm not really scooping up any of the material. I'm just dabbing it on there, and whatever sticks to the rag is what I'm scraping a good bit off of and putting on the bowl. Johnson rag. Miss Francis, I'm going to be bashing out your pins here in just a second. But I want to, a bowl with a copper inlay has been kicking at me for a little bit in my noggin. I actually asked Jeff about if he ever inlaid copper or anything like that into a bowl the other day. And he said he had not. And I was like, well, shit, there goes my walking encyclopedia of wood knowledge. I'm going to have to wing it for a minute and figure this out. Okay, so we're going to put the cap on this so I don't get any weird shit in there if it happens to fall off or something like that. Set her over here to the side. Whatever just sticks to my Johnson rag. I like the way you said that, Jeff. I'm gonna copyright that or something. Higher speed, maybe. And I put absolutely nothing on the inside of the bowl just now. I already sanded it. I don't see why it would hurt to do it. Oh, got it. Alright, so a little dollop of the Johnson rag. Black on, black off. Switch to a clean rag. Put this one back in the can and get a clean rag. Gotcha. Ow. Sit there. Take the buttons off this. Last thing I want to get caught inside the bowl or on that copper bead. Okay. Clean, dry rag. Shazam! That shit gets hot. that. Check it off the side. Man, that looks pretty as shit already. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it's not exactly beautiful, but damn, she's pretty. Alright, so just put the shine juice on a rag, then give her hell, right? That just looks wrong. What looks wrong? Good point. Jeff, you gotta let me know what looks wrong, man. Probably shouldn't drink that ever. This is probably where I'll ruin everything. I'm gonna put this stuff on with a paintbrush. And then I'll heat it up with a rag. This is a big ass bowl and I don't want it slinging on me everywhere. My hands are behind the bowl. Here I am chasing after the damn shoot shine. I don't care if this was RC wood turning stuff, it is forever known as the shoot shine. Dip, dip. Alright, now I kind of let that dry, and I'm pretty sure I cooked that in with the towel, right, Billy? Ooh. Alright. Tear off another piece of this here shirt. For y'all, I've worn a lot of shirts and underwears in my life. Unfortunately, it's not no romance novel. It was all my underwears and all my shirts. Cool. Oh, she a tacky bitch. Oh, I see it. Later, Jeff. See you in a little bit, buddy. Holy shit, I can see the reflection of my thumbs on the back of it. shit gets hot real quick, don't it, Billy? I was always laughing for jumping and shit, but damn, it gets hot. What's up, lie detector? I want to stop it and look at it, but I don't. What's up, Miss Francis? How you doing, Miss Francis? Alright, just gonna look at it. It needs more juice. It needs more juice. I can see some lines, and I believe it needs more juice, and then we need to buff it some more. I believe that's what we need. Get up out of the dirt, you son of a bitch. You know a master craftsman? We're just a bunch of dudes and chicks sitting around pretending to be dudes and chicks, you know? Billy, I had a good thing going, and I probably just ruined it, didn't I? You're going to tell me now that I shouldn't have done that. There's the thunder. Told you, every time I get balls deep into something, it starts thundering. Fucking Ohio. Now officially Tornado Alley 2.0. Oh shit. I'd have been a salty son of a bitch if I spilled that. What's your face? Should have let it cool first if you okay. Speed! Ooh, damn, that getting sticky, that getting hot. Like the ass in a crack pipe. Okay, I'm back to the point where I can see the reflection in it. What's up, Ryan? Ooh, fuck, I got my... Into that. Oh, you're good, man. I mean, I can't polish a knob like Billy Shoot, but I don't know if I really want to try to polish a knob like Billy Shoot. Alright. That's what she looks like. Need some love in a couple spots that I can see. Let me get a section that's not tacky, nasty, and take care of right here around this bead. Thank you, Bill Clancy. I will say that I've never been able to see my reflection in a bowl until today. That's pretty cool. Ow, that's my fingernail. It's getting hot as shit. Okay. Instantly hot, damn it. Woo! Thank you guys. It means a lot. It really does. Yeah. Can't laugh at the building much. It's hot. It's hotter than hell. Alright, so. Hey. It's fine. You want to watch the laptop? Okay. I'll open it up. I'll put the password in for you whenever it comes on, okay? I got some.
And just turned on straight away.
I know. Hold on for a minute.
I saw you on your screen.
Okay, go over here to the little thing.
Um,
Hold on. Let me fix it for you. I about told everybody on the internet my password. Next thing I'd be getting all kinds of weird pecker picks and stuff. Man, we can't have that. There you go.
what's the time?
That one?
Yes.
There you go, bro.
I haven't seen that one yet.
It's all you now, dog. Watch it. Sorry about that. Had to fix, I like it. There is a few things that I need to correct with, and it's mainly with my turning. And this was probably the worst bowl to do it with because I put this copper bead around the outside of it. I don't know if it's where like the shellacs kind of build up on it or what. But okay, she's cooling down now. Kind of gave it a haze, and I really want that copper to pop. So, I'm getting ready to do something stupid, and if it messes this up, we'll just chalk it up to experimentation. How about that? I'll raise this way, way high up. I'm gonna turn the speed down low. And then I'm gonna take a carbide, and I'm barely gonna ride the outside edge of that copper. Can you turn it up just a little bit?
Yeah.
I reckon if you want to, man. You don't have to if you don't want to.
I don't know how to. Can you tell me?
Yes. I'll show you. We're going to hit that with some sandpaper to brighten that up. Set it up here, buddy, so I can fix it for you.
It's kind of heavy.
You can't turn it up a whole lot because you're going to get me a copyright strike, okay? No more than that, all right? If I get a copyright strike for you watching kids shows while I'm recording, I'm gonna be a salty duck, little buddy. All right, and then I'm gonna come over here and grab some of this 600 grit, and I'm just gonna ride this bevel. Hindsight in 2020, I didn't know I was throwing an actual shoop shine on thing. Really glad I did. With the two, take this thing off the. Make sure I ain't got no dusty mitt prints hooked to it. I'm gonna get it. And hang tight, y'all. It's better.
I don't know what just happened.
You probably touched something and made it not work right anymore. Okay, that's an expansion mortise, so we'll tighten it up. Who the hell done that? Nah, you ain't got to do that, brother. I appreciate the hell out of it, though.
I accidentally clicked on something and yeah. I was saying my arm.
What's up, Eric? Okay, buddy, I'll fix it in just a second. So, I like the copper bead. I gotta perfect my shoop shine. And I didn't really expect to get it right on the first run. I really like that. I like the bead. I like the pushed out bevel on the sides of it. Get you guys up here at eye level so it's not weird, like you're looking at my junk.
I'm afraid to re-find him. No, I re-found him.
I do like that. I've got some more copper over here. I am going to do some stuff like that, but I made a promise to a lady. She's a pretty sweet chick that I was going to turn some pin blanks that she sent me. I've already got them cut up. It happens to be hotter than hinges of hell right now, and the thunderstorm is rolling in, so I'm going to be turning me a blank here in just a second. That's a gorgeous bowl. Love the copper. Beautiful wood grain. Thank you very much. I would like to make a full set of these. If I could find some thick walnut or thin walnut that's big enough be cool to make a couple plates with the copper bead, a couple drinking glasses, a couple of these bowls, maybe some actual bowls with the copper bead on them. I've got a shit ton of wire left over in this building from where I wired it after we built it and everything like that. And I think that it'd be like a really cool dinner set if you could do like 4 big bowl or 1 big bowl, 4 little bowls, 4 plates, and 4 cups, and then maybe get some of the kits from Strong Ink for like the silverware stuff like that, and put some of these crazy walnut handles on it with the copper inlays. I think that would look pretty slick. But that's all for another time, another day. I get these crazy ideas. Awesome, dude. Get at it, bro. You do you, Pookie. But I'm always like conjuring up these weird ideas and then just never following through on them. So put that in the back nugget. Maybe after this show's out of the way and it starts to cool down, those long winter lives that we're in here freezing our asses off together, maybe it's a project for us. But yeah, walnut and copper's pretty popping. I'm gonna have to work on the shoot shine a lot. Right there is where my 2 wires coming together. They're inset about a 1/4 inch. I was trying when I was beating this on the inside of it and running that groove and the reverse of the curve. I was trying not to run into those. I'd see the 2 little copper prongs that I drove in there, and I came up just shy of nicking those. So this one's pretty cool. I'll throw it in the cell bin. I'll take it to a show with me. Thank you, Shoops. It means a hell of a lot. Put a shoop shine on that son of a bitch. Can't wait until I'm good enough. Dude, it has nothing to do with being good at it. I just get lucky sometimes, really. Give me another like up there. I'm at 249. Help a brother out. Trying to pop 8,000 subscribers, relatively close. My goal was to be at 10K by the end of the year, and I didn't think we're edging closer to that now. So that's really, really what I'm trying to get at. Yeah, Bill, you have to hell on me, dude. Like, I've watched all your lives, like, every night. I mean, I'm usually in there throwing, like, slang terms for Carolina cake corks and stuff like that. Stuff you can say on YouTube. But, yeah, I learned a lot in there, dude. I really like it. I'm gonna have to work on it. It's not exactly where I need it to be. But I've sold worse looking bowls. That'll get the coin put in the bottom of it, just a burnt one. It'll go in the sale bin. One of a kind, very great. Tthank you very much. Lie detector, if you're not subscribed yet, please do, man. You've hung out here for a little bit. Liking and subscribing is free, dude. Check it out. We do this kind of goofy stuff all the time. It gets a little wild, but we have fun. Trying to catch up on the comments. I know that I was ignoring you guys for a while because that thing was cooking me. Merchant, that means a hell of a lot coming from you. Tim, the same from you, brother. Both the knots are in here. Hell yeah. Rainy Ridge, what's up? Runic, you're still hanging around? Awesome. I like when Runic's in here. Runic can crank them out like nobody's business. Eric Meggs, Jesse Gillen, my dude. Rob Castello received a membership. That dude might not have ever been in here. Gotta run, folks. Enjoy the rest of the show. Have fun with those pin blanks. I will. I'm getting ready to bash them out. Let me get the broom, knock some of this dust off here. I'll talk to y'all for a second. Miss Tina. Not Miss Tina. Miss Francis. I was reading comments and stuff right before I turned my head. Fucked her up. My bad. Miss Francis. Dude, I do have a bunch of, I got little packages of all kinds of, like, who the hell done that? Dan! Dan hit me with a 10 on the members. I gotta throw Dan in here for 2. I throw not your average in here for 2. Hell yeah, you guys don't do that. Miss Francis. I said it right that time. Miss Francis. She already corrected me on spelling that shit. She's like, no, you spell it like France with an S. Gotcha. Do it right, fat boy. All right. So, which one of these warlocks am I turning? They're both glow in the dark. I'm excited to see the glow in the dark thing. Banners. Hit me with a single, a 5-piece, dick. And Benner, I'm making something for Benner this weekend. I've got a rather large chunk of maple, and then I got some sapele. The sapele is not as big as the maple, and he's wanting this thing massive. So I think I might have to do. I might have to do the maple. I'll let him decide when it comes time. I'm gonna do it live. Purple, Miss Francis. Purple, it is. Well, we're on to purple on this. I'm going to set this warlock back up here. Good, because the orange is mine. Damn it. What's up, Pilato? Purple. This is going to be a PKFT7. We're going to do her in gold hardware. I'm not going to put the ink in it out here because in the house I've ordered a bunch of refills, and I think I might actually have some purple ink too, and I think that might just throw it over. I got black shit on my face like I've been spelunking. So we might have some purple ink in this as well. Let me shadoogle some stuff out of the way here and get set up, and I'm going to crank out one of these pins. And then tomorrow.
Is it raining?
Yeah, it's raining. No, it's a bunch of little rocks falling and hitting the roof. Hope we're not in an earthquake. That. Oh, Bill, you're in here. My bad, bro. I forgot all about you. Don't order that. All right? I think that's the same one that was in your cart. Don't order that. Tina got excited for the rain. Just lasted maybe 10 minutes. It's like, okay, this is coming your way. Grey Wolf, oh my God, I got membership. Thank you. Tomorrow's my birthday. Hell yeah, dude. Happy birthday. How'd you gonna be? Great Wolf. Great Grey Wolf. I can't talk for damn it today, man. Oh, no problem. Thank you. What the hell? I got that when I was getting ready to rebuild a souped up Frankenlake 2.0 off that Harbor Freight lathe like you got. I was going to strap a 3 horsepower motor to it and see if she took flight. And then wife and kid surprised me with this, and I was like, I'll just hold on to it, you know. If you need one, I'm sending the damn thing to you. That way you can start doing bowls and platters and stuff like you was talking about wanting to do. I absolutely love these tools. I'm not gonna lie. I absolutely love all my tools. These tools are pretty badass. That goes over there. Crusty shirt over there. Put the lid on the Johnson's wrap or Johnson's wax with here. So we got 2 of these chucks with bits mounted up in them, just to make life a little bit easier on a man. So far it works. Get that out of the way. Yeah, I went out to, oh. So, one of the reasons for the camera mount up here is so I can make it a little bit better view for you guys without like seeing my big ass mug. No. Okay, this one goes to that one. Chuck her up in there just like so. Bring this up here. Drop that down. Turn that on. Send her to Jesus. Damn, beating, there's some glitter in that. Beaton asked me if I wanted some blanks. And I was like, yeah, sure. And she's like, hold my beer. Enough glitter, it looks like 2 strippers just exploded. Aha, I done something on there. That one's got a little bit of a split in it, but I think we can fix it. I fixed way more worse stuff than that. Damn, I hope we can fix it because I really like purple. It also might be where it's like 176 million degrees in my shop right now too. Now that's got that spread open a little bit. Flood that gap with some CA. Okay, top part sealed. Pop that out, set you over here. Ow. This big old sumbitch out. Who the shoots? Man, y'all ain't got to do that. You know what the crazy thing is? I think on the grand scope of things, this live might have the lowest numbers out of the past 10 to 15 lives that I've done. And I've had an absolute fucking blast this whole time. Like that weird chick you meet at the bar, we're gonna hit it and quit it on these. I didn't do no freezer work before I put them in the garage. I'm sorry. There wasn't none of that did. I had no idea. Like I said, honey, I'm not a resin aficionado like a bunch of you guys are, but I can usually half-ass something to make it work right. Alright, so we got both of those. They're glued up. They're ready to rock. Set that over there. Come with me, you son of a bitch. Put you right there. really thought I would have hated this chuck when I first got it, and it has been an epic pain in the ass since I've got it. You could have hurt a man like real bad. You're gonna come over here. Ow, that did hurt a man real damn bad. Stripper glitter in my lathe. Am I loading? Figures. Oh, dude, I had a blast in there with y'all last night. Just a brief death circle. Okay. YouTube don't want to play around with my emotions, man. You're gonna go in there. Guarantee it's the weather. It looks like Hurricane Katrina getting ready to fire up outside. It's still hotter than hell. Pretty sure these are correct bushings that are already on here, but I have been wrong before. You get on there. You're damn right you did. You get on there. Talk to Daddy right. Yeah. I like them to set like that just so I can see the color. I like to be as surprised as everybody else. That's not a great view for pins up there, is it, guys? I think that one gives you a little bit better vantage point, and you can see the chaos unfold just as much as I can. What's up, Beer Grooves? How's it going, brother? Alright, so they're a little spongy. They're not crazy, but I'm just like she said, I'm about 100% sure that's because it's like hot here. Come on, Billy Jack. Yeah, I can get an even keel across them like that. You go into your hole, ball. I can turn the speed up a little bit. I can put a little bit more tailstock pressure on it. I can get the hair out of my mouth. What, buddy? I can't hear you. You're gonna say with your chest. What's up? Cool. Did it end good? I made my flat rest, man. I think Miss Francis has made me the most flamboyant purple pin ever. And I absolutely love the damn thing. There's holy shit. Miss Francis.
Do I want to know something?
Damn. What, buddy?
It ended good, but one of my favorite characters died.
Oh, I hate to hear that, dude. You alright?
Yeah, I'm so sad.
It's never good when your favorite character dies, bro.
It was the red one.
Was the red one?
Yep. He was my favorite character.
Miss Francis, you done a bang up job on these, darling. These are phenomenal.
Plus, he was the leader.
He was the leader?
Yeah.
Dude, what kind of shows you watching where the leader dies? You done a bang up job on these, ma'am. I know that I just put glue on that, and the fuzzies are going to fly over there. I'm not really worried about that. That's not the final pass on that. But where I didn't freeze these, I put that on there to kind of like stabilize it a little bit. We'll say that. My mother-in-law's gonna fight me for this fucking pin. I know she is. Turn the speed up a little bit. Hold on just a second, little buddy. I can't hear you while the machine's on. Let me catch this last beat. Alright. So we're definitely going to put some sealant on that. Yeah, we are.
Dad, now do you want to know?
Shh, tell me about it, brother.
We don't know until the second one if he survives or not.
You don't know till the second one if he survives or not?
Yes.
They hit my dude with a cliffhanger?
We don't know until
You don't know?
he's alive yet.
Man, this is going to be beautiful.
Huh?
Oh yeah, I was like a 6-year-old boy yesterday. I was like holding him up to the light fixture and stuff, and like holding my hand around it, looking at it. And my mother-in-law was like, "What the hell are you doing, moron?" I'm like, they glow in the dark. Like, this is gonna be cool. I got a black light to hit it with, and then I've got bright lights in my shop to hit them with too. So probably gonna do all that. Now, one thing that I am noticing, this crack right here. And I don't know if you can do this with resin. I might have just ruined the whole batch, Miss Francis. I'm terribly sorry if I did. But this is my pen anyway, so I'll still wear it with pride because you made me some badass blanks. We're going to rub that in that crack where it was opening just a little bit. It's kind of the same material. And I know when I line these up, this orange band that's right down the center, that's going to be the main line. You guys can't see it over here, but it looks like a nebula or something in like outer space. It's really, really cool looking. Need to give it a good cleaning pass here in a second as soon as all that dries up. Get off any kind of inconsistencies, and I want to dumb that or shape that down a little bit and bring that in just a tad bit. It's going to be a fat pen for a fat set of fingers. It's going to be awesome because it's going to be my pen and it's going to be purple. And just so you know, some of you guys are moderators in there. Spam your channel for me. Bead and Crazy Custom Creations. I've already got one of her stickers right here slapped to the top of my lathe. You can see it from the overhead view. This will go on my sticker board in the house. So whenever you guys send me stickers and I get 2 of them, one goes in the house so I can keep them in good working order. One of them stays out here in the shop on Bobby G so we can keep them crusty like the good Lord intended them.
I feel really bad for the leader because he was my favorite.
Aw, man, sometimes it happens. He'll probably be back in the second one.
Hopefully he breaks out.
Hopefully it busts out, bro. Alright, so I want to shape this down a little bit right here. Because this is the cap piece. It's supposed to be a little bit fatter than the bottom. Shape this down, not a whole lot. I like fat pins. Let's bring down the speed just a little bit. That way there's not a whole lot of outward centrifugal force on this. I'll sand that in a second. That's another thing I haven't figured out about resin is like the whole sanding process. That's where I put that filler at, so we get a little chatter there. But Johnny would like the amount of effort and time and everything that he puts into sanding a resin pen blank. Is astronomical. And I've seen Francis on some of her lives taking care of and cleaning up edges. I think that I'm just might be like too heavy-handed. Because I like working with wood, you can just like send it home, you know, like here we go. I thought I modded Miss Francis already. Hold on. No, I did not. I'm sorry, dear. You in, Miss Francis. Spam your channel so they can see you. A little bit right there that's inconsistent with what I want. Here we go. We're going to turn her down now. We're going to turn her down.
Oh, Dad.
What, buddy?
This is the one about the second one. I'm going to watch it.
You do what you got to do, boo.
It says right here.
Okay, I believe you, man.
The red guy survived. Okay. I'm so
Some
happy.
180. Put it on low. We're just going to go around it. yeet it out my hand. Make sweet, nasty, filthy, nasty love to it. 600. Cool, man. What's up, Johnny? I was just talking about you, and by some kind of weird magic, your ass popped up. I was telling him that, like, I don't have the patience, or it might just be I don't have the skill like you guys do. You guys will go in here and you will polish the immortal hell out of a pen, wet sanding. You and Highback do that and it just blows my damn mind. Meanwhile, I'll take a segmented pin blank and we'll just straight send her to Jesus. We'll hit her up, mock Jesus, and go with it. And you guys are like, just turning, just happy-go-lucky. I can't do it. I don't know how y'all do it. It's a skill I haven't acquired. This is going to be beautiful. You can't see my face, but I'm like beyond excited about this. $2,000. Dude, it's got crazy colors in it. So,
Dad, you might release the second one.
You did what now? You might release the second what?
The second one might be out now.
Oh, it might. We'll check when we get inside.
Did it stop raining?
I don't know, did it?
Yeah, it did.
I think you're just blowing smoke up my ass, bro.
Listen.
Does that mean it stopped raining, or does it just mean you can't hear it?
No, it stopped raining. I don't hear you, man.
I hear thunder, dude. There's a little bit of water on there. Not really the wet sanding type, I reckon. Got some 3,000. Put some water on there again. Hold on just a second, buddy. Higher than 3,000 in here. Hold on, buddy. That's just water. Just to clean them off so I can see what the hell I got going on. Cool, you fixed it. Now what I'm hoping to do, I was able to do it once on an acrylic blank. I'm going to take the heat from this thing spinning all the way up against this rag. And I'm hoping if there's like any little micro fissures on the surface of this, it'll like, you know, kind of patch and fill it a little bit. She looked pretty. Damn, she looked pretty. Okay, let me clean her off with a fairly clean towel. Nothing in here is actually clean. This is going to be my fat boy purple pen. Oh, I've got a little crack forming right there. I don't want that. We are going to fill this with CA. Hold on for just a second, little dude. I'll flood that area right there immediately. Ah! Took my meat off my... That's my fingerprint. Pulled off my finger meat, Bobby. Oh. He's already chomping at the bit to get on the lathe. I need him to listen a little bit better before we get to that. You ain't getting me again. Blood coat on that. I've done this on the other pin the other day and it worked out phenomenally. Still kind of tacky. I'm going to dry up the rest of it. I'm getting in a hurry. I'm sorry. But let's be good. What's up, my cousin Benny? How you doing? I hate that light. That was the worst thing that I ever got off Amazon. This light will hold 47 pounds. It won't even hold its own damn weight up. Still a little tacky. You don't want no tacky. Yeah. I think you holler at me a lot just to see if I'm listening to you. Oh, you're good, bro. You're good. We'll fix it in just a second. Okay, that did fill in that crack. It's got that crazy nebula design. Miss Francis, you have outdone yourself with these. I cannot wait to get this together and see if this bad boy glows. 20 more likes on this one gets me 300. We can do it, we can do it. If not, not. Majority of the day, my views have been under 250, so I mean, I'm not complaining by any means. I said it earlier, this is probably the lowest live numbers I've had in like my past 10, 15 lives, but man, I've had a blast on this one. Gotta do some new stuff. Got the shoot shine in process. I ain't gonna say I got it down, but I started it. A little bit of Johnson's all over that. Just get it all over it. I'm coming, buddy. Hold on. Let that sit there for a second, and then I'm going to hit it with the 3000 grit and see what it does. Come on, buddy. I'm sorry. Alright, Lego, bro. There you go. Has to be sold to both. Sorry about that, guys. There was a Lego crisis. Who done that? Who the hell? DLC, brother, you ain't got to do that. Alright, so I got some of that on there. I'm going to hit it with the 3000 grit, and then I'm going to hit it with the cloth. Okay, hold on, buddy. Put the lid on here. Get me a shirt piece of shirt. That's not red in the tail. A piece of shirt, Paul. And then I'm going to turn this up and I'm going to cook it at Mock Jesus. Thank you, Beaton. It means a lot. Katie, hold on just a second, baby. I'm almost done, okay? Is she in the house? Or is she with you? Okay, yeah, we're almost done in here. We're going to go in the house and clean up. You're over going ham. That, Miss Francis, that's awfully damn pretty. I ain't just saying that because you sent them to me and stuff like that, but damn it, woman, them's pretty.
I'm mixing colors to see what they look like.
You're mixing colors to see what they look like?
Yeah, right now.
I mix all kinds of weird stuff to see what it looks like. I like what you're doing, bro. Might have to dig through the mixed match socks we got to see if I can find a. Dude, you ain't gotta do that, Billy. I done told you. You got bathroom. I'll make one of these little redneck contraptions and send it with you. She hot. All right. I think it is officially time to put this warlock together and see what she looks like, boys and girls. Yes, I will come help you so you will not scream in the back of this live anymore, okay? Huh? No, we're not going to say what my password is on live.
It's 84719.
It's not 84719, you goon.
Yeah, it is, guys.
84. It's. I'll punch you in the head. It's not. It's got to be a four-letter password. You're just being a butthole at this point. Legos is what you want.
Yes. With dinosaurs.
Lego dinosaurs.
No, I saw the clay one. I saw that right there. I want to watch that.
Okay, well, we'll go back and you can watch that one, dog.
I haven't seen that in a while. But look at that color.
All right, sit down and watch it. That is a pretty mixed up play you got there. I like it. All right, watch that while I finish this up, homie. Here soon, your ass is going to be over doing lathe work. I'm going to put you to work.
No.
100%.
You can't do that.
The hell I can. There ain't no child labor laws in the whacking shack. Like, I just came out and Daddy made me start turning stuff. I don't know what to do, Mom. Hello, you little shit. Okay, so big whacking platter. And yes, I always glaze over my my bushings because for reasons, not really, just because I'm messy as shit when it comes to CA glue and I don't have the time to really bother around with it, nor the patience. That and I forget that, hey, you're going to complain about this here in like 10 minutes. So don't do that. Nah. Nope, I just send her straight to hell. Do her anyways. It's crazy. As Billy Shoop says, untrained professionals. So, one thing that I'm thinking about doing on this big-ass wall behind me, and I kind of mentioned earlier in the live, I take all that stuff down, take that tool wall off, remove these big yellow cabinets, and I'm going to really try to make this more pleasable for the eye, for camera. I know that sounds kind of ignorant, but I want to, what did I use on that? Hold on, let me get up here. What did I use on what, homie? On this, I used CA glue, then I used a very thin coat of friction paste, or Johnson's. And I didn't leave it running hot enough to build up actually like hot friction like you would on one of the bowls that you do. Okay, so gotta get all these pin pieces out of these drug dealer baggies that I got here. Oh, my shop is in shambles doing that exact same thing. Dude, I'm thinking about tearing all this out behind me and actually setting stuff on the wall. That way it gives me a little bit more room between here and back here. And then I want to build a proper display on the wall for all my tools, not just the new big tools that I got. Like, I'm never going to stop using the tools that I started out with, you know what I mean? Those are mine. I restored those. People that I care about have sent me those, so they've all got a story. But I'm going to take apart a bunch of pallets and kind of do like a dirty shiplap style thing back here. Move this toolbox back there, and I want to put shelves all along the bottom parts of the wall so I can store my big wood blanks and stuff like that. I think that'll be really cool. And it kind of goes with, you know, the whole feng shui of the channel. Alright, so we're going to tappy tap this in here. Someone's going to raise hell that I'm doing this with a hammer. Guess what? It's my channel. I don't care.
Hey, Dad, that's me.
What's up, Maiko? How's it going, brother? The Canadian hammer. I just said I wasn't going to put the black ink in here because I got a purple in the house, and sure as shit, I did it. I'm super cool, guys. I want that angled with that nebula on top of it. I want that to be the accent piece on there. Okay, so I'm going to thread this down, and I want to line this nebula looking part up here. Can you carve Yakuza into what the hell? Alright, man, if you don't start making sense, me and you gonna have some beef. Mike Wilson's not in here because he usually puts a real quick end to nonsense like that because I'm busy. Okay, there's that. She's anchored. She lines up just damn beautiful. Put the top cap on. We're going to put the top cap back here on just the purple part because I want to showcase that crazy color fade and all that stuff right there. Everybody made fun of old Dad for using a mallet and not a pen press until some of y'all did it. Feels amazing, don't it? So what we're going to do, we're going to set this bad boy up here by the light like I'm just holding some shit up in the air like it's super important. And then I'm going to run over to that wall. I'm going to turn the light off and shut the door. And then I'm going to come back and show you guys if this thing glows or not, right? That's the plan. That was the dude's name? What did I miss? Cool, Shoop's got him. I don't know if this one glows or not. I know the other one glows. I gotta get it by the light a little bit more. Pretty sure this one glows too. I'm gonna hold them both up there like a fucking fat kid trying to screw in a light bulb. No spamming. I like it. Wanted his name carved. Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. He was like, "Can you make a Razuka doo 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 or some shit like that?" Alright, hang tight for a minute. Let me kill the light and shut the door. I'll be right back. Try to make it through my shop without breaking a hit. Oh shit, got dark in here right real quick like that did, Billy. It did.
Can we turn the light off?
Hold on. Alright, here's the yellow one. Or the orange one. I feel like I'm in a rave party. Set this down here. And look at the nebula on this one. Just kind of fades in there and clouds in there. Uranium glass, I've napped it before to make arrowheads out of it. I've never... I did have a pretty crazy idea that somebody that could pour glass beads or make glass beads and make longer glass beads that these copper or brass tubes would fit inside of. It'd be super cool to have like a cobalt blue glass pin. Yeah, these are cool as shit. Miss Francis, thank you very much, ma'am. Man, they're gonna freak out when I take this one to school with me. So this one is gonna look absolutely insane when I turn it. And guys, like, not all the ones that she sent me are, they're not glow style, I guess. I know that there's like about 4 or 5 of them here. I'm assuming this one that's got, usually that's the one with the swirlies on the bottom, they're glow style. I don't know. I'll hold some more stuff up to the light. I don't give a damn. You guys need to go check out Being Crazy Custom Creations. Like, she's on top of shit. Like, she cheated on the cupcake challenge. I made a wooden cupcake, and I mean, it still looks like a wooden cupcake. She made cupcakes out of resin. It looks like some shit you'd see in a bakery window. Oh yeah, these glow. So yeah, got the blue one. Got this one, which is gonna be pretty cool. This one reminds me of like some unicorn shit. I'm probably gonna have to fight my daughter off to keep this one because of the pinks and the greens and all that. Like, she might stall off on me. This one's gonna be cool. It's usually these weird looking blanks like this that have the brass collars and all that stuff in them that they turn out insane. I didn't know that she'd put all this glitter and stuff inside here. This is crazy. They all have glow in them. Hells yes! I'm gonna make a bunch of glow pins. The rave party. Now, but I seen the purple one as soon as I peeled up the package, and I was like, that one's mine. So, this is absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Miss Francis. You need to let me know what one of these blanks you want me to turn for you, so I can make you a pin with it and send it back. I think that's only the right thing to do. Like, I cannot get, like, I don't know if you guys can see that. Like, the fade, and then, like, every time Tony Cruz dancing. White Castle Cheeks. Nah, I'm more like Terry Crews in The Longest Yard when he's doing the robot for the cheeseburgers. I've tried to pour resin. I am garbage at resin pouring. Like, I cannot do it. But, some will blow brighter than those. Okay. But you need to message me and let me know which one of these blanks you want coming back at you. And, yeah, we're going to have to do you a pin with this. I've got to knock out some stuff for an upcoming event. It's my big event. I only do one a year now. Last year I made bank there. And they invited me back this year, so I've been stockpiling bowls and stuff from the turnings, and here in about 2 weeks I'll start batching out cutting boards, which is something that I seriously have a hatred for. I don't want to do anything except for turning now. The lathe has ruined me. Cheeseburger ready, that's it. But after I get the wall taken up behind me and cleared up, I want to start filming videos again. Like, my videos bomb. They do crap, but for someone that's actually looking for a little bit of information, like, that might be the way you can do it instead of tracking it down on live. Like, I've had people that are wanting me to do, like, how do you freehand sharpen your gouges and stuff like that because they don't have a jig or they can't afford a jig right now. And it would just help people out. And, I don't know. I kind of got into it making videos. Lives are so much easier because it's just grip it and rip it. You have fun with your people, and then you shut it down. You're done. You can edit shorts from it later. But I really think if I want my numbers to grow on the channel like I'm shooting for by the end of the year, I'm going to have to do it. So that'll be coming up in the not so near future. But once again, please check out my sponsors, Gotwood LLC, Use the code WHACKER, capital WHACKER, for your discount. I want a bowl that you have turned with a lid because my 77. That's right, you did mention that to me. And Miss Francis, I would be honored to make you a bowl for your 70th birthday. You just got to get a hold of me and let me know what's going on. I'd be honored to make you a bowl for your 70th birthday if that's what somebody wants. But check out Gotwood LLC, turnblanks.net. Use the code WHACKER, like I said, capital WHACKER, discount. Get a discount. Brad's a straight up gangster. StrongInkPens.ca. If you put the Whack and Shack, and I do not have a paste sponsor. Damn it, I wish I did. StrongInkPens.ca. If you go and you put the Whacking Shack in your checkout notes, they'll send you some of these. Right here. Some of these bags, like they're little velvet bags. And if you got like a real swanky ass ink pen, like you make on a lathe, they'll hook you up with some of those. I mean, there's only like 5 or 6 colors, but they send you a 10-pack. But it means a lot, man, that you guys are coming back here and hanging out. I'm not gonna lie, there for a while, a little bit ago, I was in a real dark place, and I was like, man, I'm not gonna do videos anymore. I'm not gonna do this shit. Like, my views are in the gutter. Like, sponsors were getting like real uptight, things like that, and my wife kind of like made me stick to it. And she's like, no, you like doing this, you like turning for the people and everything like that, and you know, you have some people coming here and watch every once in a while. Just turn for the ones that matters, and the rest will come. If they don't, they can eat a bag of ass. And it kind of stuck with me, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna keep turning. I'll be live tomorrow. I plan on putting in some time tomorrow. Bro, Mike, you don't have to do that stuff, man. That's 4 hits for him. I gotta write all this down because y'all are killing a brother. Hold up. Mike, 4, and then the Shooks. 2, Benner. Got 2. Who was that earlier that made the big ass? I'm thinking it was one of the knots. I'm not real sure. The Shoops. Weekend at Benner's got it. Who that? Dan's Wood Turning got 2. Make sure I didn't forget nobody up here. No, I didn't. Awesome. Man, you really don't have to do that. I appreciate the hell of that, brother. Appreciate the hell out of that merch. It means a lot for you, dude. I got y'all in here. I don't care if you want entries or not. That puts you in an entry. Anybody contributes to the channel comes in, man. So I kind of got a thing for turning. There's a lot of big things that are going on behind the scenes. Ryan knows about them. Jeff knows about them. A couple other people know about them. But
Finally.
there's some big things coming. Hopefully not just for the shop, but for me in the very near future. With that being said, please check out the other channels. There's a lot of phenomenal turners and woodworkers in here, and it's a great group of people. We're like a little dysfunctional ass family. Check out the sponsors. Check out the other people's sponsors. Please check out, you know, Doug Thompson of Thompson Tools, because he hooked me up with that GS set of gouges. And hopefully everything comes through on those the way it's supposed to. Other than that, thank you, Miss Francis. This pen will stay on my person, and I will gladly sign stuff with purple. I don't care. I don't care. Check out the people. Other than that, peace. God bless. I love each and every one of y'all. Wear deodorant. Drink water. Other than that, I'm out.